Good afternoon, lads and lasses. My name is Scotty MacKentyre, reporting from within a shite tenement. Now, as you can see, we have some manky renovations going on behind me. Today we're going to take a look at the origins of Glasgow tenements and the current conditions of these buildings. Now, we all have our ideas of the tenements, and many people associate this word as synonymous with slums. But this was not always the case. The Latin word tenementum means a holding and refers to the Romans as well as Middle Age feudal system. This holding was originally just a plot of land, but eventually became known as the building located on the land. Tenement, according to 19th century definitions, was a domestic building of more than one story where each house shares an entrance and a stairwell. Glasgow has been a trading power since the 18th century, particularly with the exchange of sugar, cotton and tobacco. The population exploded in the early years of the 19th century, which caused the rise of the masses of tenements, which are commonly associated with Victorian Glasgow. The original inhabitants were successful merchants. It wasn't until traders became extremely wealthy that they moved out. Only then did tenements begin to be associated with the lower class. Sanitation issues were an early problem, with no running water available, along with overcrowding and poverty. The initiatives to build the tenements initially came from wealthy landowners who would, in the early stages of construction, lay down all of the streets prior to granting any plots. After sewer was invented, it would be dug in before the buildings would be contracted out. Tenements are an example of speculative building, which is a system whereby the builder expects a demand will be created or already exists. This is in contrast to custom building, which involves a close collaboration between the builder and potential occupants. Perhaps it is this belief in the anonymity of the occupants of these tenements which allowed the complete destruction of them in the 1970s. These people, who had no part in the design or building of their homes, were cast aside and allowed for the destruction of these grand works of brick and stone. This was not a native Glaswegian's most brilliant dream. Fucking eye! Alright.